Excuse me, sir. The TNT is loaded, the dispensers are primed, and the cows are in position. Thank you. Please tell the staff to be ready. Very good. Sir, a question. Why are we doing this?
Ah, yes, you weren't there. You won't know what it's like to hear the thunderous hooves approach at night, the bovine barbarians running through our town. We do this to understand the enemy, not through any means of malice or hatred, but to protect ourselves from them. We must know what makes these bovines so evil, what they are created from. But most of all, we do this so the viewers will like and subscribe. Now prepare the cannons.
Yes, sir. This guy's nuts.
My gosh, it's all on smash subscribe buttons.
Hey guys, welcome back to Minecraft. My name is Twitchi here. We are back playing on my publicly available server. I've just noticed I've got no rockets on my bar there. And for the past episode, we have been working on our new crater-based base. Yes, that's indeed. I've got a base in the base. And we have been making a crop farm over here. We've got a shulker farm over there. But there's a beautiful set of cooling towers as the core of my base. And it's time for us to expand because, look, I've got 21 steak left on my bar, and that is not enough to get going. Whilst we are making almost infinite food here, we've got a wheat crop farm, and then above we've got a carrot crop farm. Could make golden carrots, could make bread. I feel like one of my favorite types of food is, of course, the steak. So if we walk out the back of our facility over here, you can see that I've been working pretty hard on this roadway. You might not be able to tell, but there used to be an extra hill here. I came through and leveled it down quite far so that we could see the potential new building off over in the valley over that way. And of course, there wasn't quite enough room, so me and Adamski came through and opened up enough area around here to be able to fit this next building. This next building is going to be where I keep all of my cows. It's going to be a wonderful science area. It's based roughly on the cyclotron, where you spin particles round and round and round in a big loop, much like the LHC, the Large Hadron Collider. We're going to have the Large Bovine Collider, or the Cow Collider, as I'm calling it in short. Adamski's left all his stuff here. It's mine now. But yeah, I'm just gonna spend a little bit of time making this place look good because you know, the ground is important, but also we need to get this actual building up behind me. And to build the big building, we need the big amount of the building blocks. And most importantly, I want the big amount of the white concrete blocks. Ooh, that was a bit of a mouthful there. The white concrete blocks really easy to get hold of. The grey concrete blocks also quite easy. I had a lot of sand and gravel kicking around. And the quartz, however, I needed to break down. And at the end of my quartz collection here, you can see one of the reasons whilst I'm actually leaving Close Encounters Farm here, my storage area is absolutely overflowing with slimes. Continuing on with my white block collection, diorite was next on the list. And then we had to leave Close Encounters Farm and head off to the Mesa. I needed various different coloured terracotta blocks, so I decided just to pick one spot and mine out for a fair amount. Got myself a couple of shulkers of plain terracotta and all the different browns and oranges I needed for various details. Then it turned out I did not have enough quartz blocks, so I went out to the villager areas that Landstrider had put together for us and made great use of this area. 1 emerald for 1 quartz block got me exactly as many as I needed, because, you know, it's 1 for 1. Could pick as many as I wanted. And there was actually quite a bit of materials I needed to go out and gather here, but I draw your attention to the waxed, oxidized copper materials in the bottom left of that shulker box. I was stood in this area over here cooking meat on my campfire, making things last as long as we can, taking out some of the oxidized grates here, and I got creepered. Something had fallen down, well, a creeper had fallen down from up there and wandered over and exploded me. That is something that we cannot handle. You can see that I've already started putting down some glow lichen up there. I'm going to have to go around and do that with all the other places. I was kind of hoping that the string would stop everything spawning here. I was very wrong. String will not do it. It will stop the shulker teleporting to it, but it will not stop the spawn happening. Anyway, I just said that I've got a whole bunch of materials gathered here. It is time for me to go and put those materials to good use and get the Cow Collider built. or at least the building around the outside of what will be the cow collider. This majority of the building is made out of white concrete, so it's a nice, simple way of going around and just placing down 3 blocks on a row each time. Get myself a nice white outline done with there. The front face a little bit more detailed, some sort of venting on the go here. I don't know, a black background with some white slabs really did a beautiful effect. Copied that out on both sides and then got onto the actual entranceway here. Sea lanterns at the bottom to make sure that we have got adequate lighting around, and of course some fencing for some details. The main thing that you see on this building as you approach it is the big old Bovine logo on the side, so I wanted to make sure that looks pretty good, and indeed just throwing down what is essentially the Minecraft logo for the cow. Surely gave that. As we take our final pan over the top of the base as I finish up all the roofing details, you can see the cow front and center there. You can see the front and the base looking good. This is a building that has been designed to fly over. That's why there's all these industrial greeblings on top. Love that build back there. Look at that cow. That is amazing. We finally have the whole building set up, but of course this is a functional building, so it needs to have some things inside it that can be functional. To that end, I have started building a big pit, not a pig pit. This is for cows, not pigs. A big pit inside here. And actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this bit of stained glass. Out of the corner. Can I use an ender pearl to get out of here, please? Thank you very much. I'm going to put this bit of stained glass here. I'm going to put a sea lantern there. I'm going to put another one up there, and hopefully we can just shove cows in the corner. I'm going to come into my bundle, and we're going to find a whole bunch of leads, and we're going to go out and we're going to go exploring. Now, unfortunately, to make my meat stretch as far as it has for this entire build, I have maybe gone around and killed a few cows living on top of the mountain over there. Perhaps a few have perished by my sword over this way as well. But I do know, let's have a little fly, that there is a brand new spawn. There is a brand new cow has come into existence just over here. We know he's new because he's a new she. I don't know. Because of the skin. They're a warm cow. That means they are relatively new to the server. I can't remember which update brought the warm cows in, but it was definitely one of the more recent ones. Let's go to the spring to life drop. That's what it was, the spring to life drop. Are we going to be able to get you in this tiny little hole here? I should probably have brought more sea lanterns to do things like that. And now we can get you in the hole, right? Let's clear my hand and push you in and take the lead away. Beautiful. Where did my lead go? Okay, so that's one of many. You might notice that I've got a hole here, and also we've got a machine over thuswards that provides infinite wheat. Maybe you can figure out what those two are going to do together. For now, I need to go find more cows. Have you seen some cows, Miss Chicken? You're nodding. Where? Over this way? I think you're lying to. There's no over there. All right, we're gonna follow the advice of the chicken. Maybe there will be a fresh batch of bovines in this direction. No, the chicken lied to me. I can't believe the chicken lied to me. Oh man, I had to fly a long way. I was literally just on top of that mountain and came over here. Brand new, well, old cows. Look at all these. They've all pathfinded their way over here. For over the course of a while, haven't they? Yeah, I think maybe perhaps whilst I was loading the towers there, all of these walked up the hill, because that's what animals do. I don't know if you're aware of this in Minecraft. If there is a hill, the animals will try and climb up it. Well, I didn't mean to fall in here again. Why is my life like this? Can we pull the cows in this way? Is that... They'll go around. They'll go... No, come back. 1, 2... well, I guess they're going for a loop with me. Let's break this, guys. Perhaps with a small piece of wheat in hand, we can convince these girls to head into the hole. That would be handy. Just here is great. Thank you very much. In you go. Beautiful, beautiful. Betsy and Sally and Daisy, and I'm sure there's other names here that fit for cows. In you go. Great. So the whole idea... I'm not going to be able to show you until I get back around here. But the whole idea is that I can sit here, perhaps with wheat raining down upon me from above, from my wheat farm over that way, and then I I can feed the cows as they go past. I'm supposed to actually be sat in a minecart because there's a big plan, but it could then whisk me off in the minecart, right? So I then go, okay, hey there, cow, how you do? Have you got stuck in the hole? That's okay, that's fine. Feed that one, and then when another one comes round, they're here somewhere. Have you guys also got stuck in the hole? We should be able to hopefully breed them up. Now, there's not enough in here as it stands right now for these two to even meet each other, I believe. Let's go. Come on, let's go. So mayhaps we could do with more cows in the system, but I'm gonna go do that right now, and I'll see you in a sec. You know, chicken is a pretty awesome meal to enjoy after a betrayal like that. I'm going to sit over here. I've managed to grab as many cows as I think I've been able to gather up around here. So now I'm going to attempt to breed them together if at all possible. There's 3. Oh, look, there's a baby cow over there. Come here, number 4. As you can see, there is room for the XP to filter out to me, and I can still feed them all. Beautiful. And I've blocked this up for now. This is going to be a problem. I've blocked these up for now because the babies, as you can see, will self-select to drag out into a second ring that we're going to have here. So we're going to have all the parents around the outside that we repeatedly feed and breed to keep a good stock of cows in the system. And then the babies are going to be selected out by just this little height mechanism here. And then when they've gone round enough to breed, there will be another height selecting mechanism which pulls the adults out. We're gonna need some redstone here. Okay, let's think about it. Room for the pistons, and then somewhere for some redstone to go. I'm gonna put this, and this down. Did I bring any redstone? No, of course not. Just a small line of redstone and a torch. Boom. Okay, that pushes everything back into line. Okay, great. That's much nicer. And so now we're just going to breed up the cows and try and get a good number in the ring. I don't know how many. I've built this all the way out here because I know I want to have a few of them, and I want to keep the lag away. This is a problem. Oh, that's all right. The parents have dealt with it. And you can already see the utility of this mechanism where I just sit here and feed them. A little surprised that the baby cows only get one on the way past, but yeah, it's a good system. I like it. Let's build the rest out. Okay, so the engineers have been in, and we have managed to get the second ring in place. I'm pressing the wrong buttons. Beautiful. Well, it started raining as well. I'd rather it wasn't raining, but it's time for us to come in and remove the safety mechanisms from this device. Let's just get under this piece of glass here, and I should be able to knock these out. Okay, beautiful. Then I need to try and escape here with my life. I can't. Wait. How did I get in here? Over this way. Okay, try it again to escape with my life. Okay, beautiful. So now we have some sort of sideways flowing water. It's kind of on the diagonal here. But all of these cows, about 70 of them, if you're wondering. That's just enough to eat through an entire stack of wheat. But all of these cows here will be pushed past because they are too tall. But if we come in and feed some cows together, breed up a few babies, I can just sit here and hold down right click. There are various tricks in Minecraft for being able to hold down the right click button for an extended period of time. You can either use a third-party mod, or perhaps you could press F3 and T, and this will reload your data packs and resource packs. And then when it comes back, you're forever holding down the button that you were pressing whilst you did that. I took my hand off whilst the red screen was up, and as you can see, it managed to breed out a whole bunch of the cows there. Now, the baby cows are being filtered for size, as we were just talking about. They bob up and down and eventually get underneath the pane of glass, and they go off in a little counterflow here. I really thought I'd fix this. One of the big problems we've got is babies just don't want to get on top of the walls. I thought we'd done a short enough path. In my testing, we'd done a short enough path that actually there was enough water here to push them up and on, but it turns out that may not not be the case here on the server, but they are supposed to flow around. I'll figure out different blocks to put in place here. They flow around and eventually come to this other size sorting station. You can see that again, we've got the diagonal flowing water, but this time there is a slab on top because a baby... Have I done this right? Because a baby won't get pushed over. There's something wrong here. There's something wrong here. There's a gap over here anyway. One block gaps that the babies will be pushed under, and I thought this water was supposed to flow a little further back so that if they're tall enough they get picked up and dragged along with it. Oh well, we'll see when this baby here comes across and flows over. Hopefully they just go into the little gap here. Yeah, okay, beautiful. There is enough of a drift, and they carry on around the thing. At least some of these portions work. That's beautiful. Anyway, 20 minutes it takes for these guys to grow up. So I'm gonna grab hold of my my wheat supply here and sit in this corner right here. Hold down right click. Do the reload of the resource pack. And I'm just gonna leave my dude here for a couple of minutes. I'm sure it'll all work out fine. We end up with a lot of cows in the inner ring. One of the good things about this system circulation is even if the separation isn't perfect, they get to go around again and get picked back up. I started this conversation because I saw a cow go past. There it goes. And it didn't get picked up. But you can see that the other sorting mechanism is also working, and maybe we're having a bit of an overflow here. Okay, we need to think about dropping the cows down here. Now, ideally, I'd actually be using a looting axe because I don't think I want to sweeping edge all those little guys back there. You know what I'm saying? Also, could probably do... let's make a bunch of hay bales. Yeah, there we go. Nice and easy to take care of. Yeah, I'd like to use an axe so that I'm not trying to... Oh, can these guys not go round? Ooh, this might be a problem. I didn't think about... Well, I did think about this. I thought they'd fit. Yeah, no, they do fit. Interesting. Anyway, goodbye. Well, as I was saying, the good thing is they get to circulate round and have another go, bump, and come round again for the sorting mechanism. So even if the sorting isn't perfect, and them growing up over here, I've got to tell you, is not the most perfect thing in the world. Do you reckon we can tempt them this way? This was working for the guys up top, the girls up top, I suppose. If you stand on this side of the corner, they kind of all drag themselves round. I don't want to know about the carnage that happens behind me when I do that, but it does free them up in a corner because there is a bit of a corner issue. I thought you would escape then. I was going to be like, no! But it turns out... not so great on this side. How about if I do it right here? Is that going to push them through? It pushes a few of them through. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Maybe I'll just replace them all with ice. Yeah, actually, you know what? Give me a second. Okay, if we ever have a chance for a funny failure of the mechanism, it's gonna be now. Break in place. Okay, alright, that shouldn't be too bad. Shouldn't be too bad. I don't know what it means for all the babies that are going to get caught in the system, but we'll find out. If nothing else, they'll grow up and get dragged around by the water then, and it will be that they're not circulating all that much. Is that all of them? Have we figured out this corner here? This corner is a flat corner. No, it's not. I thought there was nothing there. Okay, beautiful. So that should now mean that everything flows around lovely. I could have got myself a fire-imbued axe with this, with that little trip there, but I didn't. So I'm going to be cooking my own meat. At least that sorting mechanism, it's very hard to see. At least that sorting mechanism is working incredibly well. There go all the big ones, and the little ones slip by around the back. Okay, I love that. Good news, sweeping edge does not hurt the babies. Okay, that's good. Okay, one last thing to do before the evening. I'm worried about cows entity cramming down there and we lose some of the meat that we could possibly get, so I want to get a zombie. I was talking about how we could use a looting axe. Looting axes don't exist. Turns out you can put fortune and silk touch on them, but looting is no-no. You can only put looting on a sword or a spear. So I've made myself a looting spear, and we're going to go and find ourselves a zombie that can pick up stuff. It's so incredibly dark out here. I'm going to start by just hitting a zombie. Is there anything around out here? I don't know. Maybe we'll walk away and come back. I'm going to start by hitting a zombie and then throwing this helmet at them. The first zombie that picks up the helmet is coming for a walk to the minecart over there, and then we're going to try and do some other things. So let me... It's so dark, I can't see. Can you see anything? I can see the sky. Okay, I killed some other things to get this guy on his own. Let's try and get into the light so we can see whether he picks this up or not. I'm just going to throw it on the floor, and we'll try and bait him over the top of it. Is there... there's other zombies coming. That's good. Okay, so he could not pick this up by the looks of it. No, I'm going to just accept that he can't. Let's see if either of these do. Ideally, the guy with not carrying the shovel. Got to get some criticals in so we don't sweeping edge. Okay, here we have a contestant. Thank you very much. If you'd like to come in towards the cow collider, you're going to be a very, very important part of our experiment here. Can you walk over it? You can. Let's go down. Let's go down. I think you can probably walk down here. Okay, beautiful. I'm going to try and get on the other side of this minecart here, and he should just walk into... Oh, no, come on. They don't like to cross minecart tracks. I know this. Come on, buddy. Let's see if we can't knock you into place. All right, beautiful, beautiful. Now, the next hard bit is going to be given in this without it killing me. Okay, that's good, that's good. Now, he's trying to attack me. Not ideal, not ideal. I'm going to put down two pressure plates here. 1, 2, they're trapdoors, not pressure plates. I know what I'm talking about. I'm going to put down 2 snow blocks and a carved pumpkin, and we're going to hope that he doesn't move before I get more stuff put in place. Okay, so now oh, hey, where did you come from? Hey, buddy, let's get rid of you. All right, great. And now I'm hoping that the dude here can shoot at him. I mean, kind of. There we go. All right, he's wound him up. Let's see if that's going to be useful to us. I'm going to come out of the way. He's so focused on me right now. Do you think I need to leave and come back? Let's try it. Let's try it. I'm going to go away and I'm going to come back. Well, today I learned that I don't know how spear mechanics work. I really thought this guy would hit him at this point. Yeah, that point right there, in fact. Interesting. So it turns out he was just not angry enough. Blah, there we go. The snow golem that was on this side was only shooting him occasionally, and that wasn't enough to keep him constantly angry. However, zombies are forever angry at iron golems here, so I've dropped him in here. It was a little bit awkward to make sure he stayed in place, but that's what this lead is all about. This leash is all about. But I think with that, I'm going to say thank you very much for joining me for this adventure, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we managed to get ourselves a whole new building built. The walk from the power center to the bovine collider, the cow collider, is now blessed with this beautiful bovine image on the side here. The walk is looking beautiful. I'm beginning to get a little bit of a river on the side here. Thought it'd make sense to have some pictures. But I will see you guys next time, because we are going to go ahead and do a honey farm, because we have on stream been trying to build a biome here, and the amount of honey I need for the wax grates is outrageous. We managed to get some done, but this is supposed to be an entire forest, and we're supposed to be stretching out much further than here, so I'll see you then. Oh, when we're going to do that. Oh, don't forget to subscribe. Bye!